This is a PowerWorks podcast short with Glenn Power and me, James Piecowye. Sent me a wonderful post of the first meeting of a group that you and some friends have pulled together.
Yeah,
and I thought that was pretty cool. The TalkClub.
Yeah, so it's actually a registered, recognised thing in the UK as a charity.
Okay,
it's a different story trying to register a charity here, but using their idea, we just informally decided, well, let's tell people that we're here, and if you want to come and talk at people and listen to other people, then we're there, and it went really well. So yeah, it was interesting. You know, part of it is therapy. I guess it's just unprofessional and unqualified therapy. It's kind of men talking with the opportunity to talk with no judgment, no prescriptive conversation with the doctor at the end of it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but mental health and mental health struggles is quite close to me, and I think, you know, taking the horrible statistics on suicide, that 76% of suicides, and this is statistics from the UK, are men, then I think it goes to show that there's a room, a space for it, and it doesn't cost anyone anything. It costs us a bit of time to make time to do it, but that's it. You know, and if anything's worthwhile, I think it's your mental health. So yeah, it was interesting. It was good, and what was nice about it was having a conversation outside of the garage with people that weren't wanting me to talk about working in a garage.
Yeah,
just I was having a chat about what I was dealing with, and it wasn't bad stuff. It wasn't good stuff. It was just day to day normal stuff. And there was older people there than I was. There was a younger guy there than I was, and it was just good. And I think everyone benefited from it.
You know, part of the issue, and I think you're highlighting this, and we're talking guys at this moment, but it's
this is specifically aimed at men, just because of the sort of
stigma. Men just don't talk about stuff.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about what did you do last time, what was on the football, and then I'm having trouble getting through the day. I don't want to get out of my car and go into work. I'm emotional. And you don't want to talk to your friends.
Pull yourself together. Be a man.
Yeah, be a man.
Yeah,
grow a couple. Come on.
There's a certain value in that. There is. Obviously, you can go over hundreds of thousands of years of evolution, but today's day and age does not owe to our animalistic, evolutionary beneficial tendencies.
And if you're feeling sad, or if you're just having a tough time with things and balancing them, we often get very internalized, and you think, I'm the only one going through this. Until you sit down and you're talking, and you hear 5 other people go, you know what, I've had those issues. I'm having those issues. This is what I'm doing. This is, and sometimes the first step, and maybe even the step you need, is just to have the conversation. And I mean, it's so simple yet so hard.
Yeah, it's open to everybody with, the right chromosomes. Just men. And
TalkClub
is what we call it, and we'll use an app called Meetup, which I'm in the process actually of setting up for Dubai, and hopefully we can start to do them once a month. One of the people that's very, very kindly helped with the location and organising the space for us, he is a personal trainer. And TalkClub also do something called Talk and Move, which is you have a half an hour chat, then you go and do a sporting activity. Could be 5-a-side football, table tennis, swimming, or what we'll do with the PT will probably be sort of circuit training or HIIT training. And then after that, you have another half an hour chat and see how you feel after the exercise. And I'm looking forward to starting those as well.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful initiative. And you'll keep us informed on how we can find out more about this. And as you said, this is not, I mean, you brought this to Dubai, but this is something that happens in the UK, and there's versions of this happening all over the world.
Yeah, so there are other versions here. This is just literally, this is just a more in-person and more formal way of putting effectively a Facebook post saying if anyone needs to chat, I'm here. Basically I am just sat there with some chairs around me. Come and take one. That's all it is.
Fantastic. I'm really excited about this. This is great initiative. Thank you for getting this going, and looking forward to hearing more.
Yeah.